All right, good afternoon. Sorry, we kind of get a little wrong schedule, but I'm going to start from my portion. So I'm from ASUS. I'm the Sales VP and General Manager of the Enterprise Solution Business here at ASUS. Today I'm going to talk about the ways to zero carbon emission in data center, which is also a very hot topic. Some of the high-level agenda, I'm going to go over ASUS high-level wise, our introduction, and also the ways to zero carbon emission in data centers, and kind of wrap up what I presented. So as most of you might already know ASUS, we are the 15,000 employee worldwide, and also the group revenue is 19 billion in 2021. And we have more than 1,400 service centers worldwide with 66 branch offices globally. And this is high level, the product portfolio. As some of you might already know, maybe you're using ASUS router, laptop, monitor, etc. So this is overall the product, and we range from consumer, commercial, and also industrial solution. And server is also what we've been focusing very hard in the past 25 years. Okay. So since 2001, ASUS have earned a total more than 57,000 awards from the world's most prestigious groups and also media groups. And that includes the Fortune magazine, Forbes, and also the Interbrand. And for ASUS, we are actually the #1 most valuable brand in Taiwan for 8 consecutive years. And we are also one of the most admired company to work with in Taiwan. That's based on the Fortune's award. And for server in particular, we have accumulated more than 1,200 #1 world benchmark record. That's based on spec.org. And spec.org, as you might already know, that's one of the trustworthy third-party organization that focus on evaluating the server performance and power efficiency. And talking about our sustainability goals, and this is what we are trying to do. We start from the product life cycle, and from ASUS, we direct the entire chain from the manufacturing to recycling to ensure the corporate social responsibility. And this kind of extends the spirit of sustainable management into a societal sustainability. So we kind of create a sustainable competitiveness through the innovation and also through the value creation. And it is our ASUS commitment to adopt 100% renewable energy for the Taiwan operation by 2030 and also global operation by 2035. So who we are at ESBU at ASUS, we are Enterprise Solution Business Unit. We're dedicated to development of fully integrated solution as a server for the AI, cloud, and 5G oriented architecture and also deployment. So you can come to our booth at B21 for the server we are demonstrating. So what exactly are the ways to the zero carbon emission to our data center? So we want to ensure what we do is respectful to our environment that we all share and also the social society as a whole. So we try to integrate the corporate social responsibility into every business decision we make. And hopefully we can set up a measurable and meaningful goals to pursue of the incredible sustainable tomorrow. So here is based on the data center energy usage report. It's based on the Berkeley National Lab. As you can see, more than 52% of the power is actually consumed by the server, followed by the data center cooling, which is another 33%. So considering both of the energy supply source and its consumption, we would like to kind of deep dive in 3 ways how to make the zero carbon emission in our strategy. So first, we need to adopt the renewable power sources. Second is we also need to reduce the cooling efficiency, cooling electricity in the data center. And third one is also very important. We need to improve the IT device power efficiency in the device, for example, the server or networking switch we're designing. So what is the renewable energy? This is the energy that is produced from the resources. They are naturally replenished and do not run out. And today, most common one is the solar power, the wind power, and also geothermal. Here are some of the renewable energy practices that I can share with you. For example, for Facebook newest data center in Mesh, Arizona, starting from 2021, they adopt 100% solar power for its data center infrastructure. And Microsoft also purchased 100% of the wind power from a 80 megawatts power farm from nearby Amsterdam in Netherlands. Google also announced to use the geothermal energy to power its data center in Nevada. So here's the example of overall data center cooling techniques that we're using today, starting from the most common one, air cool, all the way to the immersion cooling. So every single one has the pros and cons, as you can see from the table. And how do we increase the IT equipment power efficiency? So as a professional IT data center equipment supplier, we're trying very hard to provide the most power efficient devices and gear in two perspectives. First, increase the energy conversion efficiency, and second is to reduce the fan power. So talking about increase the energy conversion efficiency, we adopt the highest level of the efficient power supply unit. So as you can see, for the titanium, we also align with the EU regulation, which means you'll no longer be able to use, not titanium starting from January 2023. So from DC to DC, for example, we adopt the highest quality voltage regulator and also the TLVR, which can potentially deliver another 2 to 3% of the more conversion rate compared to traditional solution we're using today. So why reducing fan power is so essential? This is kind of quick example. In both 1U and 2U server, in the listed configuration, the fan itself, in average, occupy almost 17% or sometimes even 25% of the power. So if we can increase the power efficiency, that means we have less power needed to run the fan for the thermal consideration. So in order to reduce the fan power, there's 3 ways we want to do. First, we need to make sure the airflow is direct to the right place. So we adopt the fan louver, air duct, and also special mechanical design to force the airflow along the direction we want. And second is the CFM per watt, which is the very important major thermal efficiency measurement index, which means how many power airflow you need to run into the system. So to lower the fan duty, we also implement the high quality, high efficient heatsink design to achieve that. So talking about the last one is one of the design which showcase our booth at B21. We implement the highest efficiency power supply. We also have the highest VR solution implemented in the server, along with the thermal sensor we put in, which can optimize the thermal situation. We also have the unique fan duct and fan guide design that help out in overall replacement inside the server. So overall, we try to optimize the system placement and achieve the better CFM per watt, which can consume less power needed for the thermal consideration. So kind of wrap up, the 3 ways to reduce the carbon emission in the data center. First, we need to reduce, we need to reuse the renewable energy. Second is we need to reduce the electricity used the data center cooling. And the third one is also very important, the major factor, we need to increase the power efficiency of the server that we are designing. And there's 2 ways to increase the efficiency of the IT equipment. That includes increased energy conversion efficiency and also reduce the fan power. Every single server, few watts, as you can imagine, 10 server, 100 server, 10,000 server. That's a lot of power you can save. So there's a 3 ways to reduce the fan power. That's make sure the effective airflow to the right place to dispatch the heat. The second is to minimize the CFM per watt. The lower, the better. And the third one is lower the fan duty, which means less power needed to run the fan to achieve the thermal condition. So that kind of wrap up the overall slide I have. Any question? And we have the server at the B21 booth. You can come take a look at the server design that we have. If no question, thank you everyone.